Hello friends, it is now the business end of the World Cup. We have our quarterfinals lined up. The first one we're looking at is going to be Netherlands up against Argentina. Join me as we head to the tactics board to talk the formations, to talk about some of the players that are really going to be making an impact during this game and what actually might happen during the match. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it with a like and subscribe if you haven't for more content like this coming very soon. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well so that you never ever miss an upload. And let's talk about Netherlands against Argentina in the World Cup quarter-final. Here we have both the Netherlands and Argentina. We'll start off with the Netherlands. As formation goes, we've obviously got that 3-4-3 formation, utilising Memphis Depay and Cody Gakpo once more. Cody Gakpo is having an absolutely sensational tournament, and there is no reason why you would drop him in this game. As we look at it, I haven't made any changes, and I don't think that Louis van Gaal will make any changes. I think he will be extremely happy with the way that his side played against the United States of America, and then going forwards, I also think that they're going to be able to adopt almost a similar game plan to the one that you used against the US against Argentina. As for Argentina, I have made one change for them. In this scenario, I've gone for their 4-3-3 formation, but I've gone for Angel Di Maria on this right hand side. He was injured for the game against Australia, and I do think that he will be a little bit more fit, and I think if they can help it, they need to get him on the pitch because he's so crucial and vital to be able to either drag players away from certain positions or with his ability to really beat a player. When he beats a player, that excludes them from that specific attack, and it's going to be a matter of beating people and making sure that you can eliminate them from certain moves or certain positions to make sure that they have overloads in certain areas. Argentina are going to find it difficult, I believe, to try and get themselves forward into certain positions, especially if the Netherlands play the way I think they're going to. So how are the Netherlands going to play? Well, I think they saw so much joy in the way that they played against the USA. I think it's going to be another task for them to do that against Argentina. I think the way that they played against the US was a smart way. They made sure they were difficult to beat. They almost gave the United States the ball, and I think that Argentina are going to want to have most of the possession. I think that's typically what Messi wants to do. I think they're going to have a lot of faith in their own back three and midfield too. This five are going to be extremely crucial, and this area I actually want to say is going to be extremely crucial. I'm going to just highlight it here. These five are going to be so key. De Jong and De Roon specifically in making sure they can screen in front of this back three, allowing this three to either deal with a striker that comes in from Argentina or to be able to be aware for the pockets of space that are going to be opened up behind them due to the movement of Lionel Messi. Now, why haven't I highlighted the wing-backs? Well, actually, I believe that the wing-backs for the Netherlands are going to be the most important players in this side. They're going to be the outball, they're going to be the ability to go forward, specifically in terms of Dumfries. I think his ability to really move without the ball and his ability to pick up positions once his team recover the ball, I think are going to be extremely useful. He's going to be making those runs, and actually, when we have a look at it later down the line, we're going to see that I believe the game is going to be won and lost along these wing positions. I'll get to that in just a bit though. We are going to focus now on Argentina. How are Argentina going to play, and how are they going to counteract the way that I think the Netherlands are going to play, which is going to be to give Argentina the ball and make it difficult for them to play out, then moving them on the counter-attack or really trying to play through them once they have overcommitted positions. And by overcommitted positions, I mean in the way that Argentina generally like to play. When I say that, what I'm meaning is Di Maria, Messi and Alvarez are almost allowed to freely roam, and when this happens, it does create a lot of overloads and it creates a lot of problems for the opposition. What it also does is it puts a lot of stress on De Paul, if I remove this, on De Paul, Enzo Fernandez and McAllister. What I mean by this is, if I move some of these players around, Messi will generally end up dropping a little bit deeper, so we're going to move him now. And when this happens, Julian Alvarez will then move into the centre of the pitch, becoming that focal point striker. It allows play to go through him as well, through Lionel Messi, but it also means that when this happens, McAllister will drift over to this left-hand side. When you know this happens, it requires more effort from Enzo Fernandez and Rodrigo de Paul to really make sure that they're creating that midfield presence, that midfield line to stop any other counterattacks. Now, they are typically forward-thinking players, which is going to be a little bit more of an irritation. Messi is going to be able to drift wherever he wants, as is Di Maria and Alvarez. Again, like I said, Di Maria will stick to this right-hand channel for the most part because he's left-footed and he likes those infield crosses to the edge of the box with his left foot. He also likes the overlap from Molina, and Acuna is also going to be bombing forward as well, which is why I say that the fullbacks are going to be a crucial part. The wings are going to be the most favoured part of this entire game. You win the wings, you win this game, in my opinion. And I think that with Argentina going forwards, with Acuna bombing forwards, and with Molina bombing forwards, I think there's a massive opportunity for the likes of the Netherlands to really go forwards, for Dumfries and Blind to take advantage of the extra position. If we move Acuna forward and we move Molina forward, you can see the amount of space that actually they have to really run into. And I think with Dumfries' versatility, and I think with his mobility, I think he's going to be able to take advantage of this and then get really on the counter-attack. Gakpo is obviously going to be able to get in towards the box, and so is Memphis Depay. They only need one chance. We've seen how clinical the Netherlands are. We've seen how well they get down the flanks and get down the wings. A couple of times we've seen the same attack when they pull it back from the byline to the likes of a Memphis Depay, to a Frankie de Jong, to a Cody Gakpo. We know how dangerous they can be, and it's going to be an extremely interesting duel on these wings. How are Argentina's going to make any kind of work out of this, though, especially with the way that the Netherlands are able to go forwards and defend at the same time? Well, let's go through it. Lionel Messi will be the major linchpin. I don't think there's any surprise about that. I think he's going to be the main player that we look towards on who is going to be able to change this game and change the fortunes of Argentina almost. We've got Alexis McAllister out on this left-hand side, which means that Alvarez has taken up position in this central striking role, really making this his own. And I think Virgil van Dijk is going to have a lot on his hands, making sure that Alvarez is in and around the area, making sure that he knows where he is at all times. And then also, you're going to need to watch out for the overloads on these sides. Daley Blind is going to need to do a lot of defending, and so is Dumfries in helping out Timber and Ake. There are going to be a lot of overloads here because I don't believe that Cody Gakpo or Memphis Depay will be asked to defend. I think it's going to be crucial that they maintain that counter-attacking presence, really giving Argentina a bit of something to worry about. Else, if they don't, it's always going to be the option that they're able to hit these wings. And this is where the intrigue in this game comes from. How far will Argentina be willing to push? How far will the Netherlands be willing to let Argentina have the ball? All of this is extremely interesting. One thing that I will mention, though, is that this man cannot be kept quiet, and when it's an important game, I think it's going to be very difficult to keep him quiet, especially with the way he likes to roam. He's not silly. If there isn't a lot of space in this area, he will drift. He will go onto one of the wings, and that will really cause the most problems for the Dutch. When he drifts, let's say he drifts onto this right hand side, you've now got the pull of de Jong, you've now got De Roon moving over a little bit. This will vacate some space for Enzo Fernandez to really make a busting run through, making and causing these overloads in this channel. A lot of Dutch problems will be caused here, especially if you've got the likes of Acuna who are able to really play the ball into Alvarez, who is having a very good tournament at the minute. I think that it's Messi that is going to be causing a lot of the problems, but not necessarily with the ball. If you remember what I've said, he's going to be able to drift people. He's going to be able to take people away from their certain spots. When this happens, you're going to need to watch for the opposite side of the pitch, because that's when they need to be taking advantage. That's when Argentina need to be making the most of their opportunity, whether it's De Paul on this side or whether it's Ender Fernandez in this particular example. It's going to be crucial for Argentina to make the most of the space that is vacated due to Messi's presence. As I've said, the Netherlands are going to be looking towards that counter-attack, towards that ability to really break through, towards those wings for that wing play, and then getting themselves forward towards the box. It's all going to be about how much each team is going to be willing to gamble, and that's why I believe that Argentina might just get this, specifically because of the quality of Messi, but also because I'm not too sure that the Netherlands have the exact breaking power to really make themselves go forwards. It's going to be a close game, there is no doubt about it, but it's all going to be about the amount of risks one team is willing to take. I think Argentina are going to be willing to take just that couple more risks than the Netherlands, which is why I've got them pipped in this game. Lionel Messi, I think, will be the absolute defining factor when it comes to really driving forwards and making sure that Argentina win this match. There's nothing more you can really say about it. Lionel Messi is Lionel Messi, and I think he's going to be the defining factor to push Argentina through against the Dutch. It's going to be tough, it's going to be interesting, and I can't wait to watch it. I think Argentina are going to be winning this match, but it's going to be a very, very fine margin. I cannot wait. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it with a like and subscribe if you haven't for more content like this coming very soon. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below on who you think is going to be winning this game. Is it Netherlands? Is it Argentina? And tell me why. You can let me know your thoughts on Twitter as well. You can find me at Zekko64. That's generally where I post when my videos go live, but you can always know that if you hit that notification bell so that you never ever miss an upload. Like I said, that's it from me for today. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, my friends, take care of yourselves and bye-bye.